Who's the greatest baseball player you've ever seen in person?
I would say for me personally, and it's a little closer to home, but I would say like the most talented guy, like from just top to bottom, is probably like Byron Buxton.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I'm a big Byron Buxton guy.
Top to bottom, I think.
Yeah.
I think Byron Buxton is like the most. He's like six tools.
Yeah,
He's getting his respect this year too.
Well, he's finally healthy, right?
I think. I think players have had his respect for a long time. I think
the public doesn't.
Yeah, I think the public's always a couple years behind.
Yeah.
You know, like I think
that's a good.
I think players like respected Altuve like a ton.
Yeah.
Like way before he became like perennial All-Star MVP. You know, type Altuve. I also would say like Carlos Correa is like one of the more like freakish, just like pure like athletes I've ever seen.
Right.
You know, because he had a really bad like leg ankle surgery when we were in high A. Before that, I mean, he's still fast now. He's still quick now. But like before that, like he had probably like borderline elite speed.
Jeez.
At like 6'4".
Yeah, he's huge.
He's
Yeah.
a cannon.
Yeah. Cannon doesn't really. I mean, he's got the best arm in baseball.
Yeah.
Just like I think, like for any infield, outfield, like the ability to like the way he makes throws, like the accuracy that he's able to make those throws with. And like he got drafted. He was like a hitting forward guy.
Yeah.
And so he's turned himself as like a hitting forward, A-Rod type of like projected hitter into a platinum glove winner.
Yeah.
So like when you can do things like that, like that's just like freakishly like athletic because like you take something that like maybe wasn't your strongest suit originally and you make it your best, like his best attribute.
So who would be your best player in the league right now?
I still would probably say, just because I think Soto.
Soto. Yeah.
Someone asked me, a reporter asked me yesterday who I thought was the most underrated player in baseball, and I said Juan Soto.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw y'all's like segment the other day about the underrated, overrated type stuff.
Yeah.
I think Soto just does like everything.
Right.
Elite.
Yeah.
And so I think we take it for granted. Like I looked up at the board the other day and I think he had like 8 homers, like 7 doubles. He's hitting like 270 and I'm like, he's kind of off to a slow start.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, did I just say
that?
that? Like, you know, like he's probably on his way to another All-Star season.
Yeah.
He's probably going to finish top 5 in the MVP again. The guy's like 23 years old.
Yeah. He's so
but I think like just like from a skill standpoint, like the best player is Byron Buxton.
Yeah.
That's
No
really
Trout.
cool.
The best player is Byron Buxton.
You would put Trout there?
Yes, and that's another player I think is underrated.
Trout, you think Mike Trout's underrated?
In the game today, it's
Yeah.
like you just like I said about the playoffs, and the people are gonna watch this or hear this and be like, "This guy's crazy." But it's like you get so conditioned to something, you get so conditioned to a guy going out there hitting 300, hitting 40 pumps, playing elite defense with elite speed, never like hardly ever strikes out. Like you get accustomed, you get like numb to it.
It's the LeBron effect.
It's the LeBron effect. I mean, it's the Albert Pujols when he hit 300 with 100 ribbies and 30 homers for like 10 years in a row.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's just Albert.
He's underrated.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like that effect. So I think like right now, like the most like just and Tatis is up there.
Yep.
But like
You think so?
But Buxton, I've seen Tatis
underrated
play.
or for just
No, just like one of like the best players. I mean, he probably needs to be like, hey, you should not do like that. And you should, like I saw like the soccer clip where he almost like blew out his ankle and his knee like playing soccer in the outfield. He's a freak athlete. It's hard to like contain those guys. They're so young.
Yeah, he's really young. I forget how young he is.
It's like John Moran, same thing.
Yeah, it's like bro, like back in the day, I was 21, 22, 23. It's like I'd go to the freaking 24-hour fitness and grind basketball for hours.
Yeah, pick up with
and
the
like
boys,
I think back, I'm like that's stupid. Yeah, that was real stupid. But it just depends on like what you're asking. Like the best overall player, like right now, or like the best, like the most talented, or like
both.
Like, yeah, so Buxton is. I think Buxton's the most talented player in the big leagues. I think he's the fastest. He has the best arm. I think from the outfield, one of the best arms. Crazy pop. You know, hitting for average. So I think we're talking 5-tool player. I think he's like one of the only like pure 5-tool players we have.
Yeah, I mean,
because like Trout, like I'm not. He's gonna like I play against him for 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I think the only thing is probably like the arm.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like the arm. So like it's if you're asking like he does the other four tools at such a high level that like he just forget it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Like because he's so fast, he plays great. Great outfit. He's a Gold Glover, unreal power. Like everything I've already mentioned. He's probably the best, player of our generation, or maybe he may end up all time the best player ever.
Yeah, I think he's so great.
So, but we talking about like purified tools, like you're just breaking them down, like you have no name attached to it.
Yeah.
Like even Soto, it's like he's, maybe he's not the fastest or they have the best arm, but he plays like smart outfield. But Buxton is like the pure 5-tool player. Like Tatis is like a pure 5-tool player.
Yeah, he is.
The show with Dan and Joe. This is episode 2. This is episode 3. This is episode 4. Episode 5.
Hit a pen out, pour up heavy. In the lamb, on a Eddie. I got 3 O's, run the valley. The new Dios, not for belly. Stay that money, Eiffel, Perry. I shoot jumpers, call me Larry. Then they in Yonkers, I need a Navy. Don't need a sponsor, already heaven. They calling me the man. Had to slow down, I done bought too many chains.